Garfield Out to Lunch by Jim Davis. Earliest known Garfield. Presented here for the first time anywhere is the earliest known Garfield strip. This 12-pound block dates to around 2300 BC during the rule of Sumerian king Naram-Sin. Jim Davis's name appears in the lower right. Hey Garfield, get up! A new year is almost upon us. Great! Wake me next year. Come on, I'm having a party tonight and I want you to be there. If you insist. That was some New Year's celebration last night, wasn't it, Garfield? Did anyone get the license number of that party that hit me? Are you going to get up today? No way. I got up yesterday and look what happened to me. Not feeling well, huh? It would take two of me to feel worse. I don't mind grocery shopping, and I don't mind carrying them home. This is the part I dread. As long as you're in the way, why don't you find a place to put those groceries? Gobble, gobble, gobble. I wanted you to put them in the pantry. That can be arranged. Okay, guys, I have a new house rule. From now on, no pets are allowed on the furniture. I get no respect. One thing I love about Odie, he's so push-offable. I'm bored. I'm bored. Wait a minute. I control my own destiny. I'll create an exclusive country club resort. First, I'll put some sandbox sand in the sunbeam, replete with the usual resort accoutrements. Hey, what a great idea! I wonder how he got past the membership committee. Well, the holidays are finally over and the old waistline has explored new vistas. Pat, pat. It's time to declare another National Fat Week. We shall tell skinny jokes and revel in our fat. I'm talking to you, chubby. We fat people get a lot more out of life. We eat big, we drink big, we laugh big. Ha ha ha. Are you okay, Garfield? You want to understand, skinny person. Being skinny isn't always a bed of roses. It must be tough wearing suspenders to hold your socks up. I knew a guy who was so skinny he had to step on the scale twice to weigh himself. I think skinny people are funny. Their pants keep falling down. Thump, thump, thump. I knew a kid who was so skinny all he could wear was a hat. Don't eat that pie. It's fattening. Eat it. You'll regret it tomorrow. Tomorrow never comes. I'd be thinner if my conscience were quicker-witted. Fat people are healthier than skinny people in many ways. For instance, no fat person has ever been diagnosed as having vaderphobia. That is, of course, the fear of starving to death in a stuck elevator. This is my lucky day. What? Shriek! Poof. It grew back. I've discovered the bottomless pan of lasagna. Blip. I knew it. I knew it was too good to be true. That was my last cup of coffee. I spilled some. You can suck it out of my sweater. What are you watching, Garfield? I don't know. Who's the lead character? I don't know. What's the plot? Hey, I'm watching television. Stop making me think, okay? Oh, yuck. How disgusting. There's a people hair in my cat food. One of my pet peeves is people who never finish what they start. I do not happen to be one of those people. My philosophy is, never start anything. Oops, Splat. Clean that up, Garfield. Patience, my friend. There are people to do those things. Zip. Ooh. Beep, beep, beep. I'll bite. What is it? A dummy detector. Tappity, tappity, tappity. Tappity, tip, tap, tap, tip, tap, tip, tip. Bonk. Clap, clap, clap. Thank you. Zip. Hey, give me my napkin back. Smile when you speak to Sumo Cat, fella. Sumo Cat has studied sumo wrestling for years. Sumo Cat has mastered the most dreaded tricks of his trade. Snap. Sumo Cat assumes the classic sumo wrestling position. There is only one tiny drawback to this position. Severe cramping. Karate Cat demonstrates his art on a table leg. Hey-ya! Snap. Karate Cat also demonstrates incredible lack of foresight. Most practitioners of karate are impervious to pain. Hey-ya! Smack. I happen to be of the pervious to pain persuasion. For your pleasure, I, Judo Cat, will lay basic move on this hapless bystander. Smack. Leave it up to dumb dog's rubber tongue to make a mockery of the martial arts. Fetch the apple, Odie. I send Odie to fetch an apple, and he brings back an apple pie. I think I'm onto something here. Fetch the T-bone, Odie, my boy. Ah! Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the cutest cat of all? Hi there. Don't answer that. Do you know what I hate about you, Normal? You're so one-dimensional. Oh, yeah? And what dimension is that? Youth. Normal, you're cute, but you're not very bright. Doesn't that bother you? Oh, no. I'll figure I'll grow out of this cute stage sooner or later. I rest my case. Normal, would you rather have your good looks or my intellect? My good looks. I have years and years to get your intellect. That hurt. Normal, would you like to be me when you grow up? Gosh, yes, I'd like to be like you when I grow up. And up, and up, and out, and out, and up. That boy may not see his next birthday. I gotta go, Garfield. I'm posing for a cat calendar. How does one pose for a calendar? One moment. That's very good. Cute is my life. Hey, Odie, look at this. It's snowing. Let's go out and catch snowflakes on our tongue. Here comes a world record. Ooh, that's a very impressive collection. Surprise, boys, I fixed a feast for you. No thanks, we just ate. Erp. Splat. Oh no. Yep, it's Splat week. Splat. Splat. Good evening, ladies and germs. Splat, splat, splat. Thank you for that generous round of splats. Splat. Hey, wait a minute. Shoes don't go splat. Splat. That's more like it. I'm tired of getting hit with all pies all the time. I'm going to find whoever is doing it, and I'm going to bite him. Flick. Splat, splat. Good morning, Garfield. Hi there. What? You're everywhere at once. How do you do that? Magic. Amazing. Thanks, guys. Can't you close your mouth to eat? You're hard to look at. You mean this bothers you? Yuck. I see no humor in that, Garfield. Then why am I chortling? A house becomes a home once it's well established with cat hair. Oh no, this is not a cat hair. It's a whisker. I'm going bald. You're shedding again. What am I supposed to do with all this cat hair? Knit the world's largest hairball. Trade it with your friends. Start a mustache factory. This is going nowhere. Insulate your house. Filter your coffee. Did you know there are 3 kinds of cat hair? There's the common, easy to clean kind. There's the kind that disappears into the carpet, never to be seen again. And then there's my favorite. There's the kind that hangs in the air forever. Land, darn it. Well, I've swept under the furniture, vacuumed my chair, and shaken the rugs. I'm finally rid of your cat hair. Fortunately, I keep an emergency supply in the back of my bed. You boys sure shed a lot. Shoop. What? The cat hair refuses to associate with the dog hair. Dinner time, Garfield. I ran out of canned cat food. I'm sure you know what to do with this dried stuff. I certainly do. Whoa! Enjoying your cat food, Garfield? We must have it more often. What was that? Hi, Squeak. Get me out of here. How are you, Squeak? How would you feel if you got sucked up in a vacuum cleaner? How humiliating! Me, a mouse, sucked up like a common piece of dirt. That's just my luck. What are the chances of that ever happening? Shoop. Getting better all the time, I'd say. Hey, Garfield, I'm missing a slipper, 2 spools of thread, and a button. You wouldn't know where they are, would you? I think I do. May I have a word with you, Squeak? Vroom, vroom. Why are people afraid of mice? Bad press, I guess. Maybe it's because mice carried the Black Plague in 1348. I don't know what you're talking about. As I recall, half of Europe died. Picky, picky, picky. Would you look at that mousetrap? Barbaric, isn't it? You said it. A nice camembert or creamy brie would be worth going in after. But that processed American cheese is an insult to my palate. Precisely what I was saying. You're lazy, Garfield. Lazy, do you hear me? If you had any ambition, you could be anything you want. Like the world's greatest mouser. Lazy, I admire that in a cat. Click, click. Okay, your move. Garfield, how many times have I told you not to play with your food? Hey, Garfield, let's say we have potatoes for dinner. Gee, it's been a long time since I fixed potatoes. Tell me about it. Trivia time, Garfield. What's the only substance on Earth harder than a diamond? Your leftover pizza. I have just taken an inventory of your refrigerator. 89 bottles of salad dressing with 1 inch in the bottom of each, 14 half-empty bottles of ketchup, 39 open cans of flat soda, pop, and 62 bread wrappers with heels. Organize yourself. Smack. Eek! Clean out your refrigerator, John. The mystery meat crawled out of the tinfoil and snapped at me. Knock, knock. Who's there? Candygram? You can't fool me, mystery meat. You want out to wreak havoc. Today the refrigerator, tomorrow the world. I wonder if I should clean the refrigerator. The bacon is grazing on the lettuce and he asks if the refrigerator needs cleaning. Oh no! Garfield, you're sitting in my scrambled eggs! They're warm. Okay, here, enjoy. No, go ahead and sit in them. They're ruined now. Ruined? Just because you say I sat in them? It's not like your stupid scrambled eggs are diseased, you know. Eat 'em, eat 'em. Gilbert, the cat's feeding John. Pack your bags, Reba. We're moving for sure this time. It's time for your checkup, Garfield. I'll get checked up when the lady vet gets checked out. We gotta make sure you're in good condition. Right. The only condition he's worried about is his glandular condition. Good morning, Mr. Arbuckle. How did you know it was me? I wasn't even in the door yet. You have a distinctive cologne. Oh, you mean my eau de lumberjack? Bingo. How about a date, Doc? Oh, let's not say we did. That's better than nothing, I guess. Can we say I kissed you goodnight? If we can say I slapped you. Let's be honest with one another, Liz. I'm a man, you're a woman. Get the picture? That's the door. Get the picture? You'll have to draw it for him, Doc. Do you think these shades make me more mysterious? You don't need them. Hey, good looking, what time do you get off of work? You just prepositioned my coat rack. He might get lucky this time. In case you're thinking about asking me out, Doc, forget it. I have plans. I'm seeing this girl who is real cute and real clever and we laugh a lot. Do tell. My. Do I detect a note of jealousy in your voice? I walked into that one. Garfield, you are worthless. Do you know that? You're doing 0 with your life. Zip. Do you know that? Poke, poke. You should learn something new each day. It would lend a purpose to this dreary existence of yours. I'm going to the store. When I come back, I want you to have learned something. Time passes. I'm home, Garfield. Did you learn anything? I learned how to use your credit card. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back. Our cat food is new and improved. New and improved. Just think, all this time I've been eating old and inferior. Rats, where's the Binky the Clown show? Click, click, click. This remote control must be malfunctioning. Click, click, click. Now it works. No, don't change the channel. We need the ratings, please. Click. Arrgh. Choice is a powerful thing. Click. Whatever John paid for this TV remote control, it was worth it. These game shows are disgusting. It's pathetic how some people will humiliate themselves to win money. John does it for free. That's pretty impressive display of shedding there, Odie. But there isn't a dog born who can outshed a cat. Take that. I won! Surf's up! Garfield, the Surfer King, hangs 3. You're acting strangely lately, Garfield. You live in your world, I'll live in mine. Garfield, the vet says you're going to have to stay inside. There's a rare strain of Hawaiian cat flu going around. Too late, Doc. Garfield, the vet says the Hawaiian cat flu will give you voracious appetite and make you listless and cranky. I guess we'll never know if you're sick or not. I saw that one coming. Garfield, you'll have the Hawaiian cat flu. You're going to have to lie around all week. Oh, darn. And you must stay inside. What? For the first time in my life, I gotta get out. Garfield, I know you are suffering from the Hawaiian cat flu, but you looked ridiculous doing that hula dance. Watch my hands carefully, John. Every movement has a meaning. Bonk. You look much better this morning. You must be over the Hawaiian cat flu. I doubt that I ever had it. What would you like for breakfast? Just some juice and a Danish. And a roast pig, and 6 pineapples, and a pound of macadamia nuts. Hey. Smile, big boys. I'm going to take your picture. Move back a little further. Just a little further. Shoop. Uh-oh. There appears to be a camera shoved up your nose. That's what I was trying to tell you. Mondays. I hate Mondays. It seems like I just get done with another and along comes another one. Did you know you're cute when you're angry? All right, a new world record. 6 chins. Holy good gravy! I didn't know I had a belly button. Bzzz. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest one of all? Crack! Tinkle, tinkle. Shards on the floor. Scratch, scratch, scratch. Tap, tap, tap. It's okay, John. I've subdued the chair. It's safe to sit in now. There's only one drawback to an assertive lifestyle. Crash! Sometimes you get the bear, and sometimes the bear gets you. Here, Garfield, eat. Clump. Just look at you. You're a fright. I get up early and groom myself because this is our special time together. And the only place you take me is for granted. Are you trying to tell me something, Garfield? I'm just showing you what happens when the magic goes out of our relationship. The mailman is going to rue the day he put on that silly uniform when he opens John's mailbox today. Boy, is he going to be surprised. Boy, am I stuck. Here I am, Garfield the cat, doomed to spend the rest of my days in this stupid mailbox. What a cruel twist of fate. Hey, fate, here's what I think of you. Leave it up to me to get stuck in this mailbox. So much for my ambush attempt on the mailman. Here he comes now. Thanks, Garfield. I can see the headlines now. Cat stuck in mailbox somehow manages to severely injure local man. I gotta get out of this mailbox. My deodorant is starting to give out. Rattle, rattle. The story of my life. We'll be right back after this word from our sponsor. Quick, Garfield, during the commercial, let's get some popcorn. I'll take care of the butter, bowls, and napkins. You take care of the popcorn. I got my stuff. Are you taking care of the popcorn? Yep. Welcome back. We made it. Where's the popcorn? Burp. I took care of it. I've been awake 1 second and already my day is ruined. Oh, listen, John. They're playing our song. Garfield, you eat like a pig. You should chew your food 25 times before swallowing. Right, I'll give it a shot. Just one thing. What's chew? It's fun to find familiar shapes in the clouds. There's an old standard. A dog cloud chasing a cat cloud up a tree cloud. Good morning, morning. What a great day to be alive. I'd even go so far as to say it's a great day to be awake. Hey, Garfield. Hey, Odie. I have a little piece of the leftover steak. Who wants it? Clickety, 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 clack, click, click. I'm awake. Click, click. You've never done the flamenco to get me up before. The castanets were a nice touch. That's because I care. Garfield, I'd like you to meet my new goldfish. What shall we name it? Sushi comes to mind. Don't even think about it. A lot of people don't like fish. You can't hug them, you can't take them for a walk on a leash. They have no sense of humor and all they do is eat and sleep. Wait a minute, I just described me. Come here, you. Bloop. What are you doing with my goldfish, Garfield? Would you believe I was trying to kiss it goodnight? Oh no! Don't lock me up! I'll be good, I swear! Oh. I've decided to let you live, little fella. Oh, sure, you're probably thinking way down deep I'm Mr. Nice Guy. Well, set one fin out of that cage in your history. I'm leaving for a few minutes, Garfield. You be good, here? Slam. Good. John's gone. Now I can do all the fun stuff he won't let me do. I can run in the house. I can eat ferns and swallow without chewing. I can jump on the bed. Garfield, I'm home. Thank goodness you're home. I almost funded myself to death. I think I'll get today started off on the right foot. Pat, pat, punch. My heart said yes, but my right foot said no. Hey, Garfield, come and get it. Come and get it, he says. Just, what is an it? Is it a hamburger? Is it cat food? Nope, it is just an it. Odie, don't chase cars. You could get clobbered. Yep, yep, yep. Clobbered. Hey, Odie, here comes a Buick that said unkind things about your mother. I have a date with Mary Lou tonight, and I'm going to charm her out of her socks. I'm going to play it real cool. I'm going to quote poetry and be real suave. She'll be putty in my hands. Your tie is in your coffee. Surprise, Garfield. I made you some weenie gelatin. Gobble, smirk, smack, gulp. Well, what do you think? My mouth liked it, but my stomach is still making up its mind. Get off the curtains, Garfield. Why? Get off the curtains or I'll have you declawed. You just can't argue with logic. It's time to get up. It's time to gorge myself. It's time to kick the dog. Punch. It's time for a nap in the front of the television. It's time to eat my afternoon fern. It's time for my 14-hour beauty rest. I'm a creature of habit, all the bad ones. Hey, Judy. How are you, cuz? Yeah, we'll be home. Come on over. Sure, bring the kids too. Garfield? Tierra de Fuego. My cousin Judy is coming to visit, and she's bringing her children. So put everything you value out of reach. Hi, Judy. How are you, cousin? And this must be Tammy. Yo, it stinks in here. It smells like cat. Sniff, sniff, yo. Where's that kid smell coming from? Garfield, this is my cousin Judy and her children, Tammy and Stevie. Ball, ball. Oh, listen, Stevie's first words. And his last. Do you know why I don't like kids? I'll give you 3 guesses. And the first 2 don't count. Here, kitty, kitty. There he is. I'm sure your mother has told you not to play with sharp objects. Shh, shh, shh. Yuck. I'm glad I'm not a bird. All they ever do is eat worms and sit in the bird bath. They never have any fun. Lucky me, John's cousin Judy comes to visit and brings her 2 yard apes, Tammy and Stevie. They're basically good kids, I guess, for werewolves. I like to hang around babies at mealtime. They drop all kinds of good food. Sometimes they need a little encouragement. Mommy, 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 mommy. I'm hungry, I'm hungry, I'm hungry, I'm hungry. I have some friends who can see to it she's never heard from again. Hello, what's this? Ready for lunch, Garfield? Oh, no, thank you. I just had my first encounter with a diaper bag. Okay, Tammy, stop jumping on the bed. Mommy! It was nice seeing you again, Judy. We must do this again. Yeah, let's have lunch. About 10,000 years from now. Dinner time, Garfield. Much smack. I'm so proud of you, John. I've taught him everything he knows about gluttony. Rats! I always run out of milk before I can run out of cookie. Boing. You should warn me when you put in the screen door. We cats are special. We are built to sense things about humans even they don't know. Your feet stink. That's a pretty funky dance, Garfield. Show me how you do it. First, find a burr in your sandbox. We're going to the vet, Garfield. I wonder what she'll remove this time. Any last words? My Uncle Patrick's famous quote comes to mind. I'll regret that I have but 9 lives to give to my country. I love this time of year. There's the first bluebird. There's the first daisy. Donk. There's the first rake in the face. Come here, Garfield. I have something to tell you. I'm going to organize my sock drawer today. This is a red letter day. I'm going to put the black ones on one end and the white ones on the other. Decisions, decisions, decisions. And you know what I might do after that? Oh no, spare me, spare me. I might tighten the hinges on my reading glasses. Ah! Oh, when will this mad, crazy merry-go-round existence ever end? Or I might give a certain wise guy cat a bath. I'll tuck you sort. Morning, hon. Morning, Irma. Say when. When? These people need help. Hey, where's the waitress in this crummy dive? The service in here stinks. Who's the manager here anyway? You are. Forgot. I'm going home. 2 egg scrambles, pigs in a blanket, and give it wings. Zip. 2 egg scrambles, pigs in a blanket, pronto. This is a small operation. We should kill it before it spreads. Do you know what I like about your place, Irma? You're open 24 hours. I'm giving serious consideration to taking on an assistant. I don't see how you do it, Irma. You keep this place open 24 hours with no help? Shh. Now I see how she does it. Sheer willpower. Here's your egg, hon. Whatever you do, try not to think about where it came from. Have an egg, Garfield. Too late. I already thought about it. Boy, am I starved. Here you are, hon. Thanks, Irma. Irma? Don't mind me, hon. I think I lost a false eyelash in here somewhere. Sorties this ain't. I think I'll exercise. I'd better start slowly. Today I shall attempt to register a pulse. Kabong, 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 kabong. Garfield, get out of here. And take your pogo stick with you. Let's talk about the responsibilities an owner assumes when he obtains a cat. The first responsibility is to feed the cat. Later. I guess we'll wait to discuss the second responsibility when we're in a little better mood. Hey, Garfield, here's an article about a guy who thought he could fly by wearing a cape and jumping off a building. They scraped him off 5th Avenue with a putty knife. I guess he learned his lesson. Yeah, he didn't believe. Morning, John. Smack. I'm feeling good about today, so don't burst my bubble, okay? Oh, goody, John's home. When Mr. Excitement steps into the room, you can cut the apathy with a knife. All cats are innately curious. I was just wondering where rainwater goes. Whoa! Yes. So this is where rainwater goes. Interesting. So this is where the dishwater goes. Fascinating. So this is where the bathwater goes. That's the last time I drink out of the toilet. Good morning, Garfield. What was that? I can't understand you. I ate all the ice cream and my mouth went numb, okay? Remember, as you walk down the path of life, stop and eat the flowers along the way. What's the difference between flowers and weeds? Stop. Weeds have a greater will to live. Hey, John, when was the last time you swept under your bed? Surprise, Garfield. I picked up lunch at Grease World. Junk food is the staff of life. Pets always sense when you're going to the grocery. Buy me a steak. Look at John's socks. They're all perfectly tucked and organized. Okay, socks, line up. Count off. Forward, march. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stay away from my sock drawer, Garfield. You make me nervous. As you were. Clear your head, John. There has to be a logical explanation for this other than the teddy bear isn't housebroken. Pick up your stuff, Garfield. Stuff? Pookie isn't stuff. He's a real, live, feeling, breathing, inanimate object. That sun is pretty strong today, Pookie. A guy could burn if he's not careful. Do you know why I love you, Pookie? It's said we were given 2 ears and only 1 mouth, so that we can tell only half of what we hear. Pookie has 2 ears and no mouth. So, this is the bedtime story you want to hear, huh? Bangar the Enforcer Screamer. The world is ours! At that very moment, teddy bears everywhere crawled out of their toy chests and armed themselves. This is a sight of teddy bears I'd as soon not know. And then about April of 81, or was it 82, my voice changed and I started singing the baritone part. Gee, Pookie, I'm tired of talking about me. You talk about me for a while. Persons at work. How fortuitous someone was kind enough to dig this hole for me. I'll cover it with these branches and play a little trick on Odie. Hey, Odie, I have a bone. Boing. Something's not right here. Oh no, it's the old rubber hole gag. This sun is enough to bake your brains. That, of course, doesn't affect Odie. Must be about 1,000,000 degrees out there, Garfield. Let's turn on the radio and find out what the temperature is. You mean this radio? Surprise! Happy birthday, Garfield. I had a feeling this was coming. Observe, beating the heat is simply a matter of mind over body. I'm cold. Unfortunately, my body has a mind of its own. Have some lemonade, Garfield. Kush. Refreshed? Yo. Sleeping we do more of than anything else in life, and know very little about. Welcome to the wonderful world of sleep. Today we will examine fascinating sleeping positions. John is here demonstrating the classic fetal position. Odie's in your basic armchair doily position. And when you sleep as much as I do, you crave variety in your attitudes of repose. For your edification, I shall now attempt the world's most bizarre sleeping position. Ooh. Hey, all you turkeys, you have to go to work and I don't. Spare time would be more fun if I had less to spare. I love lying on the sill watching the rain. Kaboom! I love lying under the bed listening to the rain. What do you suppose the chances of me leaping from the sill and having the window slam shut on my tail? Slam. Do I know me or what? Most cats would be angry hanging by the tail from a window. But not me. I'm furious. Let me get you out of that window, Garfield. There you go. Bonk. I don't know whether to thank John or kill him. Shoop-doop-boo-wah, shoop-doop-boo-wah. Well, I was working last night on my piston head when my best friend told me my girl was dead. Well, I'll sure, 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 ka-chunk, I'll sure miss her. This tree is tempting me to climb it, but I'm standing my ground this time. You what? I can't resist a double dare. I'll get it out of this tree sooner or later. Cats always do. No cat has ever lived his whole life up a tree. I have. You stay out of this. What's your name? Ed? Now let me get this straight, Ed. You say you've never been on the ground? What's ground? I see. Come clean, Ed. You can't tell me you've never been on the ground. That's impossible. Maybe you're right. Mom, have I ever been on the ground? What's ground? Garfield, I'd like you to meet my twin brother, Ted. Ed? Ted is a squirrel. No wonder Mom always liked him best. This is just great. Here I am stuck up a tree with a cat who's been raised by squirrels. Squawk! What are you doing? Storing birds for the winter? Let's see, it's over and under then through. I'm taking you out to eat, Garfield. You'll have to wear this to get into the restaurant. I'll have the steak and my son will have a triple order of lasagna and a cup of cocoa. This is an exclusive restaurant, Garfield. Use your silverware. Gulp, slurp, gulp. That marshmallow is meant for your cocoa. Don't lick your paws at the table, son. This is the rudest little kid I've ever seen. He even shed on the tablecloth. Can you imagine a cat being raised by squirrels? I gotta get Ed out of this tree before it's too late. Too late for what? Never mind. It's time we get out of this tree, Ed. How do we do that? Funny you should ask. Welcome to your first step on Earth, Ed. What do you think? Wow, wild, weird. What are you doing? I've never walked sideways before. Well, Ed, what do you think of your first trip out of your tree? Ed? I think I have a fear of low places. Since you've been raised by squirrels, Ed, you have a lot to learn about being a cat. What is that? That is a dog. Cats are afraid of dogs. Why? I have forgotten. I gotta go home, Garfield. What for? I miss my mother, the squirrel. You're weird, Ed. You're lucky, too. King Catalata gives a peace offering to the volcano that claimed young Princess Angora. Up against the wall, you crumbums, or I'll give you backsides a taste of my daisy. Make love, not dog pounds. Here, my dear, perhaps this will make up for leaving you alone to fend off the border guards. Ah-yeah! What happened to my flower bed? Scuttlebutt at the precinct that your daisies were vandalized by an overactive imagination. I love my new Monday suit. Clank, clank. Nothing can get me now, except possibly rust. Creak. Something is not right here. I knew it. Today is Monday, cleverly disguised as Tuesday. Drip, drip, drip. There's nothing more annoying than a leaky faucet. Drip, 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 drip. Unless it's a leaky dog. Drip, 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 drip. Come here, Odie. Let me tighten your gasket. Get rid of the dog. Look at those cars out there, Garfield. What a fascinating assemblage. All those people in their tiny steel universes moving to the choreography of the traffic light. What are your observations on the subject, Garfield? 17 blue ones have gone by to only 11 red ones. Hey, Garfield, it's going to be a beautiful day. Let's spend it outside. Where are my swim trunks? There's suntan lotion in here somewhere. And now a picnic lunch. Perfect day, here we come. Rats, we missed it. Ladies and gentlemen, for your entertainment pleasure, I've added music to my act. I am proud to introduce the man with the plan from the street with the beat, Mr. Skins. I knew a dog who was so ugly he had to titty-boom. Let's talk timing. But seriously though, folks, how am I doing so far? Splat. A 2 rhythm section. I knew a dog who was so ugly his fleas wore dog collars. Titty-boom, titty-boom, titty-boom. Padding our part, are we? And now for the dog joke of the night. Mr. Skins, may I have a drum roll, please? And now for a brief musical interlude with Mr. Skins. Boom, boom, boom. No, not that one. Not the Lithuanian rain dance. Ook, eek, ouch. Hot, hot, hot. It's hot out there. It's too hot to move. It's too hot to think. It's just too hot. Garfield, Odie, stop fighting. Here you are, Garfield. I call it breakfast surprise. Blah. If I wanted a surprise, I'd eat in the dark. It's times like this I wish Odie could talk. Do you want something to eat, boys? Bark, bark. Do ya? Huh? Yep, bark. The word dignity is not in a dog's vocabulary. I am a cat, hear me roar. I'm too big to ignore. Perhaps I consider a career change. It's shorts weather. Bark! Hey, Odie, come back here. Do that again, I can still hear a little out of this ear. Oh, yuck, a spider. Hold still, spider, while I squash you with this window. Slam! Tinkle, tinkle, plop, crash, kaboom! Rats missed it.